Here with Ms. Abir Ahmad, now into details. The Anti-Corruption Commission has begun investigation against 28 over a suspected casino connection. A list of 187 has been finalized in this regard, said Director General of the anti-graft body, said Mahbub Khan, while briefing to newsmen at Segun Bagicha on Tuesday. Law enforcers launched brief drive against gambling since September 18. RAB detained 18 persons, including kingpin of casino business in Dhaka city and online platform. Huge amount of cash, arms, narcotics and gambling materials have been found during separate drives in the belongings of Juboleague's expelled leader Ismail Chaudhry Shamrat, Khaled Mahmoud Bhuiya, G.K. Shamim and BCB Director Lokman. Besides, the mobile court fined and awarded punishment to 201 during raids. Meanwhile, SSC detained former director of Biman Bangladesh Airlines and former DGM Iftekhar Hossain Chaudhry over financial misappropriation. They were arrested from Segun Bagicha area in the capital on Tuesday afternoon. Earlier, the SSC filed case against 16 persons, including the 2 arrestees on corruption charges. The case was filed over the loss of Taka 118 crore of Biman Bangladesh Airlines cargo department. SSC Deputy Director Nasiruddin filed the case, being plaintiff. In the FIR, it was said misusing the power, the accused wasted the money. Attempts have been taken to push in hundreds of Bengalis into Bangladesh from different borders of India. However, no one except Bangladeshi citizens will be allowed to enter the country from India. This was stated by Home Minister Asaduzzaman Khan Kamal while talking to the newsmen at the Secretariat on Tuesday.
Earlier, they have tried to push in Bengalis through the borders, sometimes individually, sometimes in group. Even they also tried to send the Rohingyas through these Indian borders adjacent to Bangladesh. We won't allow anyone to enter Bangladesh without being sure.
Chief Justice Syed Mahmood Hussain has transferred all the officials of Affidavit Department from the Supreme Court over the allegation of irregularities. Earlier, he expressed dissatisfaction over the irregularities centering hearing of a case on Monday. Another 4 justices were also present in the appeal bench. A case has been shown at number 89 in the list of appeal division instead of list number 3. Attorney General Mahbub Alam informed the issue to the court and the Chief Justice expressed dissatisfaction. He said the irregularities are yet to be stopped even after installing CC camera at the Affidavit Department. Many people grabbed illegal money through this illegal means, the Attorney General added. Later, Chief Justice asked the Deputy Registrar Mehdi Hassan and expressed his dissatisfaction and also ordered him to perform duty properly. Meanwhile, the High Court directed to gadget 208 freedom fighters within 90 days. A bench of Justice Zubair Ahmed and Justice Ahmed Sohail passed the order on Tuesday. The judgment came up disposing a rule issued over a writ petition in 2016. The directives also include providing all facilities and other allowances. On the other hand, the Dhaka court has directed to confiscate movable and immovable assets of 4 absconders in Buet student Abrar Fahad murder case. Additional Metropolitan Magistrate Kaisarul Islam passed the order on Tuesday. The absconders are Murshiduzzaman Jisan, Ehtashamul Rabbi Tanim, Murshid Amat Islam and Mustafa Rafid. Out of them, the first trio are accused in the first information report. Courts also fixed January 5 to submit report in this regard. Investigation officer of the case and DB Sub-Inspector Wahiduzzaman pressed the charge sheet on November 13 against 25 students. Out of them, 21 are behind the bar, while 8 of them have confessional statement. Awami League General Secretary Obaidul Qadir has urged the leaders and activists of the party to spend in aiding the destitute and hunger instead of publishing photo of party senior leaders. He said this while speaking to a council in Norail on Tuesday. On the same occasion, Norail 2 lawmaker and cricketer Mashrafi Murtaza sought cooperation of all to free and society from narcotics and terrorism.
আমাদের যে গ্রুপিং রাজনীতি হয় এটা বাংলাদেশ
For the sake of Awami League, we have to stop the politics of grouping. You know who sell and buy narcotics at every union. I believe we will be able to curb drug abuse if I get support from all of you.
তার জন্য আপনাদের সবার সহযোগিতা আমাদের প্রয়োজন আমাদের ছবি বিলবোর্ডে না দিয়ে
We would be more happy if you spent to aid the destitute and hungers instead of publishing our photos in posters.
এর জন্য ব্যয় করতেন তাহলে আমরা খুশি হতাম
On the other hand, BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir alleged government failed to control the market of daily commodities. He said this while speaking to newsmen at Napolton Party office on Tuesday. People are outraged, witnessing failure and indifference of the government attitude. If price of daily products increases, it is the responsibility of government to check what people will eat or not. It is not their matter of business. If anything except this happen, it becomes clear that government is totally failed to control the market. However, Food Minister Sadhan Chandra Mujumdar said 22 monitoring teams are working to check rice price and ensure fair value to the growers. The price is yet to be pulled under due to the manipulation of landowners and traders' attitude. The minister said this while inaugurating mobile laboratory for safe food at Hotel Sonargaon in the capital on Tuesday.
We have formed 22 monitoring teams. They visit market every day. They are also accompanying the press. Price will decrease if the new harvest arrives. It cannot be denied manipulation of mill owners exists.
On the other hand, Commerce Minister Tipu Munshi emphasized on expedition of onion production instead of being dependent on India. He said this while speaking to a roundtable in the capital on Tuesday. What TCB did is not sufficient to ease the trouble, added he.
TCB buys onion at Taka 240 to 250 and sell at Taka 45. The situation might not return normalcy in such way. We have to be self-sufficient to overcome the situation so that if India stops export, we would not be hampered.
Retail price of electricity has to be hiked if wholesale increases, claimed Chairman retired Major General Moinuddin of Rural Electrification Board during a public hearing of Bangladesh Energy Regulatory Commission on Tuesday. He said 80 Polli Bidyut Committees will have to incur loss if the wholesale and retail price is not coordinated. RAB spent Taka 1.54 per unit for supply purpose since July 2018 to June 2019. The expenditure will fall at Taka 1.51 next year. But if the wholesale price is increased, the account will be changed, added he. Moinuddin said Cyclone Bulbul led the RAB to count loss of Taka 36 crore 89 lakh. Workers of state-owned jute mill have been observing 24-hour strikes since 6 a.m. today, pressing home their 11-point demand, including implementation of wage commission. As part of the strike, workers of 7 jute mill workers in Khulna abstained from work on Tuesday. They declared to hold demonstration at the frontier of respective factories. Processing the same demand, workers are observing the strike in Rajshahi. Speakers of the protest threatened to call tougher agitation if the 11-point demands are not realized. Alongside jute mill employees in Chattogram and Norsingdi also joined the protest. They declared to observe fasting unto death along with the family members if the demands are not met within December 9. Bangladesh has been elected vice chairperson of the UNESCO Executive Board from the electoral group 4 Asian and Pacific states for the next 2 years. Bangladesh was elected anonymously vice chair of the UNESCO Executive Board as its 208th session held at the UNESCO headquarters on Friday. Former Foreign Affairs Minister of Equatorial Guinea Agipeto MBA Moku has been elected chairperson of the UNESCO Executive Board for the tenure 2019 to 2021. Bangladesh is also an elected member of the UNESCO Executive Board for the tenure 2017 to 2021, said the Bangladesh Embassy in Paris Friday night. Apart from Bangladesh, Switzerland, Russia, St. Lucia, Ethiopia and Egypt have been elected vice chairpersons from 5 others electoral groups. That's all for now. For more news, visit dbcnews.tv. Thank you for being with us.